Hello everybody, this is Omnistric Sane here, welcoming you back to the first part of What If the Ox King Raised Goku. Now, I want to give a very special shout out to a good friend of mine. His name is Kroger. I don't remember how to say his actual name. His Discord will be at the end of this intro. I appreciate his help writing this first part. He wrote the first half of this first part, I wrote the second half of this part. He wrote the Dragon Ball stuff, I wrote the Z stuff. So, I hope you all enjoy. The other series that I have on my channel will be up. I just want to give you all something to watch and see how this series performs. Without further ado, I'm Trick Saiyan. Let's get this video started. The story starts out when Goku Saiyan pod crashes. This time, it doesn't crash near Grandpa Gohan's home. In this timeline, it crashes next to the Ox King's castle. This happened shortly after the death of Chi-Chi's mother, leaving the Ox King alone to raise his daughter. Hearing the crash, the Ox King investigates and finds a child with a tail inside a strange-looking alien pod. As he picks up the child, the boy immediately lashes out, his young Saiyan instincts kicking in. But with overwhelming strength, the Ox King handles him easily, a little too easily. During the struggle, the young Kakarot strikes his head, and just like in canon, the young Kakarot becomes the bubbly boy we know as Son Goku. From that point on, Goku is raised alongside Chi-Chi, not as a stranger, but as her brother. This version of Goku grows up trained, disciplined, and at least somewhat educated. He knows what women are. He's still Goku, but far less socially cool than before. At around age 5, Goku looks at a full moon, accidentally transforms into a great ape, rampaging across Ox King's castle. Unlike Grandpa Gohan, the Ox King survives. He and his men endure the night, protecting Chi-Chi and containing the damage. From that point forward, one rule is enforced: never look at the full moon. Years passed. Goku trains consistently on the Ox King, building a powerful foundation early on. Meanwhile, Bulma begins her search for the Dragon Balls, this time accompanied by an old man named Gohan. Their journey leads them to Fire Mountain, where they meet Goku, Chi-Chi, and the Ox King. With the Dragon Balls trapped inside the broken castle, they seek help from Master Roshi. The Banzo fan is gone, so Roshi extinguishes the flames himself using the Kamehameha. After seeing it once, Goku replicates it almost instantaneously. Impressed, Roshi offers to train him, and at Grandpa Gohan's suggestion, the Ox King allows Goku to travel the world with Bulma to see the world. But not before one warning: never look at the full moon. Now we move on to the Pilaf arc. Events unfold similarly to until Goku gets captured by Pilaf. When he transforms into a great ape, he's far more dangerous, stronger, harder to stop. It takes Yamcha and Puar longer to cut off his tail. This delay allows Bulma and Oolong to reach the Dragon Balls. This time, Oolong doesn't make the wish Bulma does. Instead of wishing for a boyfriend, she wishes for a supply of strawberries. After the group parts ways, Bulma returns home, begins going closer to Yamcha. Goku returns to the Ox King before eventually heading to train under Master Roshi. This time, Chi-Chi joins him. Grandpa Gohan comes along to supervise Roshi's training. Krillin arrives as another student. Quickly realizes Goku is far ahead, but still pushes himself to keep up. Meanwhile, Chi-Chi trains alongside them. Over this time, Krillin begins to admire her strength and determination. That admiration slowly grows into something more. Meanwhile, Yamcha trains under the old man named Gohan. A rivalry builds between him and Goku, not just for strength, but for Bulma. And this time, Goku understands it. The 21st World Tournament. Goku dominates the early rounds. His fight with Krillin is more refined. Chi-Chi impresses the crowd, catching Krillin's attention even more. In the finals, Goku faces Jackie Chan. This time, Roshi's pushed much harder, but Goku still loses barely. And Roshi realized this Goku was built differently. The Red Ribbon Army Saga. Goku dismantles the Red Ribbon Army far more efficiently, but more importantly, he takes them seriously. While Yamcha continues to improve under Gohan, Chi-Chi and Krillin go closer to training. Now we skip to the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament. Tien emerges as a major rival. Krillin fights harder than ever, wanting to prove himself to Chi-Chi. Though he loses, his growth is clear. Chi-Chi begins to see him differently. Goku faces Tien. Despite his improvements, Tien still wins, barely. Now comes the King Piccolo Saga. Even with his strength, Goku struggles to defeat King Piccolo. He still ends up defeating him, but before dying, Piccolo shoots out an egg, ensuring that his legacy lives on. Goku is guided to Korin, then to Kami, then he undergoes intense training physically and mentally. Time passes. Goku returns not as a boy, but he's a young man, stronger, faster, more complete. His power now reaches approximately 500. At the next tournament, Piccolo returns reborn from the egg. Their battle is explosive. Piccolo seeks revenge. Goku fights with control and purpose. In the end, Goku wins, but he lets Piccolo live because he understands if Piccolo dies, so does Kami, and the Dragon Balls. Final moment of the tournament, something goes differently. Goku meets Bulma, and for the first time he understands how he feels. I think I get it now. Why I always want to be around you. Simple, honest, real. Not long after, Goku and Bulma get married. Goku now stands stronger than ever before, more disciplined, more aware. Power level of 500, but peace never lasts, because soon a new threat will arrive far beyond the stars, and with that, the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. A few months would pass since the World Tournament. He'd spent those days training with his sister Chi-Chi. During those months, he would have gotten together with Bulma during this time, and even fathered a son named Trunks. Goku would begin to train Trunks when he gets of age. Bulma wouldn't mind this, as Trunks were trained with him and Chi-Chi, but she would begin to settle down with her training, as she gets with Krillin, and they had a child called Gohan. Chi-Chi names her son Gohan because the Ox King was good friends with Grandpa Gohan, and he wanted to honor his old friend before he had passed away. Now let's discuss power levels. A lot would change over this time. Goku and Krillin would spar on a daily basis because Chi-Chi would be too much against it this time due to Goku being her brother. I'd say Goku with weights is about 500, and without weights about 565. Krillin would go from his cannon power level of 206 to 451. We cut to the day of the Kami reunion. The reunion would go the same until Raditz goes to slap Krillin. This time, due to him being stronger, he's able to dodge Raditz's attack. Raditz would be shocked as he kidnaps Trunks. As Raditz would leave this time, Goku, Piccolo, and Krillin would team up. So the three would go fight Raditz now. I think this fight would go a lot easier than canon with a stronger Goku and Krillin with the addition of Piccolo. So I say this fight with Piccolo killing Raditz, and he still gives the same warning. So in this timeline, Kami will let Goku train under King Kai, but this time Krillin goes alongside him, so they both run Snake Way. As Piccolo would ask Chi-Chi to train Gohan and ask Bulma to train Trunks. So I said Gohan would still have his potential, even though he's not a hybrid, and Trunks would have more potential since he is a hybrid Saiyan. Gohan isn't sheltered and doesn't need survival training alongside Trunks, so Piccolo spends the next year training the two boys while the rest of the Z fighters train on the lookout. So now let's discuss power levels. Goku and Krillin would be the strongest. Goku at 15k with Kaioken times 2, he is at 30k. Krillin at 14k with Kaioken times 2, he's at 28k. Piccolo is at 12k, Trunks is at 9k. Gohan is at 8k. Now we cut to the day of the Saiyan arrival. Vegeta and Nappa arrive as they put down the Cybermen. It's Trunks and Gohan this time. The two young boys stand up and handle the Cybermen. As Nappa would step in, Piccolo would step in for the younger boys, as their fight would be a dog wash for Piccolo. So right after, Goku and Krillin would arrive. Goku would fight Vegeta first. That fight would go the same. I make one more change. Vegeta spares Nappa, knowing he might be outmatched. Vegeta first with a Power Ball, as Piccolo covers Trunks' eyes, and Krillin would step up together. Nappa and Vegeta, in their grade 8 forms, equal to 280k. Goku's battle damage from their fight, as Krillin is in full health due to not having to fight Vegeta or Nappa. As Nappa would begin to kill the human Z fighters, first Tien, then Piccolo sacrifices himself, taking a step on the chest, saving the young Gohan and the young Trunks. Yamcha is next to go, then Chaozu, but Tien manages to dodge the attack. Goku would push his body to times 4 Kaioken, alongside Krillin, as Krillin and Goku would fire at times 4 Kaioken Kamehameha, destroying their bodies, and it burns off Nappa and Vegeta's tail. Goku still spares them, as Goku and Krillin would get hospitalized, so the group for Namek would be Gohan, Trunks, Tien, Bulma, and Chi-Chi. Teo asks Bulma to build a gravity room, so the group gets ready to leave for Namek. The trip to Namek would take the same amount of time like it does in canon, so let's discuss power levels. When the group arrives on Namek, Tien goes from 1830 up to 15k because he's training with stronger training partners. Gohan getting from Gohan up to 8k to 28k, and Trunks from 9k to 30k. And Goku and Krillin goes from 15k to 120k. And with Kaioken times 2, it's 240k. Krillin goes from 14 to 100k, with 200k with Kaioken times 2. Vegeta and Nappa would be stronger as well. Vegeta will go 30k, and Nappa I said 25k, since it's trained closely with each other before the trip to Namek. Now, let's Namek. I think the beginning of the Namek saga would go the same for both parties. Maybe a bit easier, since Nappa and Vegeta would lose to Zarbon and Midoriya. Say they wouldn't split up due to the threat of more Saiyans and more Earthlings on the planet. Nappa and Vegeta would get smaller Zenkais. Nappa gets up to 30k, and Vegeta gets up to 35. Trunks, Tien, and Gohan would get their potentials unlocked. Tien jumps from 15k to 30k. Trunks jumps from 30k to 40k. Gohan jumps from 28k to 38k. So the fight with the Ginyu Force would go a lot easier for the group. When Krillin, Goku, and Ginyu arrive, I think Ginyu picks the first body he can get his hands on since they're all strong. He ends up swapping with Krillin. As Goku beats Krillin, a fight Ginyu would try to switch with Goku. That's when Trunks throws the frog, and Krillin gets taken to the healing chamber. So let's cut to the fight with Frieza. Piccolo is revived and fused with Nail. I said he'd be a bit stronger, be able to fight third form Frieza. By the time Piccolo arrives, it's a rough fight. Nappa, Vegeta, Goku, and Gohan and Trunks are jumping Frieza, pushing him to his final form. With the addition of Piccolo, they are no match. So Goku suggests the Spirit Bomb. That's when Krillin arrives, his power level shocking Goku. Now let's go to Krillin real quick. Krillin's power level when he arrived on Namek was 100k. And the Canon Goku skyrocketed up to 3 million. And the healing chamber. So I take Krillin jump up to 7 million. With the Kaioken time 2, he's at 14 million. Krillin holds off Frieza while Goku charges a Spirit Bomb. As Goku charges the Spirit Bomb, like normal, Frieza comes back. This time he shoots a Death Beam through Gohan's chest and he picks up Trunks and kills him. Goku and Krillin enrage. Goku goes Super Saiyan, but Krillin's aura would spike up with darkish violet red color. As Krillin unlocked a new form of Kaioken, I'm calling the Crimson Kaioken. So this fight would go like in canon. The Dragon Ball's being used to bring everybody back and bring them to Earth besides Frieza, Goku, and Krillin. So Goku and Krillin together kill Frieza as Goku loses Super Saiyan and Krillin's body completely gives out. As Goku carry the injured Krillin to the ship, they made their way to Yardrat. And that's the video, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. So the current series is on my channel that I have so far. What if I was in Dragon Ball? What if Goku mastered the Kaioken Redux? What if the future was saved? And what if the Saiyans arrived late? Those series are written. They are put together. I just don't have the, what's it called? I don't know how I'm going to record them, how I'm going to want them done, but they are written. I am going through some more rewrites just to see if everything comes out properly, but because What If I Was in Dragon Ball is going to be a good one. So same thing with Goku Master Kaioken Redux. So without further ado, I'm Omnitrix Saiyan, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.